morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Welcome for this Divine Masculine reading. Hope you're all doing well. Let's see what's going on in the Divine Masculine's mind space and what's going on in his life. How he's doing on his twin flame journey. I hear leaving the past behind and moving on to a new situation. Wow, a lot of energy. A lot of energy. Yeah. Death. Stop with an old situation and leave the past behind and move on to a new situation. As it will give him more joy. It will give him more joy. As I hear the restriction is gone. Restriction is gone. The prison is open, I hear. The prison, they opened the door of the prison. He knows now where he wants to go, which his direction is, what the healing is that needs to be done. Because out of this relationship he came out of, there needs to be healing to be done. And the best thing to heal yourself and to embrace yourself and work with yourself is through joy. Is through joy. So create more joy in your life. And it's very hard. And no, it's not hard. It's an uncomfortability that you need to work through. You have to work through the same wounds as you had before, but you didn't work on the wounds before, and now all this energy and all this old stuff is coming up to be worked through. And when this is going on, you know, we're going into this joyful state. After this death, you know, there is this relief and there is joy, the joy coming into your life. More people with joy in your life, more people with the similar, I hear the similar cycles you had. You meeting the people in your life, you're attracting the people in your life with the similar cycles, and this cycle is closed. We're closing off a cycle of old wounds, old past, old wounds. I hear the old wounds that were still simmering into your subconscious mind of the Divine Masculine, that came all up and to be showed, you know, to show yourself like, oh my gosh, this is not what I need in my life. This is not what I want in my life. And the Divine Masculine, maybe there is some neediness, some attachments that he needs to let go of. And I feel the letting go is getting more easily every time. Well, guys, I'm on 2 devices at the moment. I'm live on Facebook and live on YouTube, and that means that I'm not drawing any cards because it would be too much. But I'm doing the Divine Masculine reading now, and I'm going to see now at the moment what's going on in his heart space, because in his mind he knows, okay, I'm going through a period, I'm releasing that, and I'm going into a more joyful state, because I remember that I'm making the same mistakes every time, and I'm in a different kind of energy that needs to shift, and that energy will shift. It's a healing energy. So it's the old wounds that are being replaced by joy. What's in his heart space? Wow, the Lady of Avalon, the Lady of the Lake. That's in his heart space. So it's absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. That's in his heart space. So that is that he wants to go to that space of absolute truth, of the truth, telling the truth no matter what, even if it hurts, doesn't matter. You need to be truthful to yourself all the time. You know, you're not born on this earth to entertain someone else. You're born on this world to heal yourself, to move through, to have joy, to have experiences. So if you're going, to that space of being truthful, no more white lies, no more deceiving, no more betrayals, that's all done. When you're are going in that space of self-respect and respecting yourself, then you have to be truthful, and you have to have that courage and the responsibility for yourself and other people, that you were always, absolute speaking the truth. Because it's when you're lying and going into deceit and into betrayal, you have a lack of self-respect. You don't respect yourself, and you don't respect others. So, and it's your responsibility for your own heart to heal that energy. And that's what's going on at the moment. The absolute truth, who are you? Where do you want to go? Where is your growth? And that's what the Lady of the Lake is showing you, and what she's teaching you. She's teaching you absolute truth for yourself, and be truth for your heart. Because if you tell just a little lie, or you betray someone, you betray yourself, and it all has to do with a lack of self-respect. You don't respect yourself, so you think that you can treat other people like yourself. That's no go. So as long as that is still in your life, then there is no, there is not that connection, or that love coming into your life. Because you can't lie to yourself. You can't lie to, maybe you can lie to other people, but you can't lie to yourself. Or you're deceiving yourself by saying, okay, this is my path, this is my partner, and it isn't. You feel it isn't. So you need to have that courage to speak your absolute truth. And while you're speaking your truth, and that's coming from the heart space, when you're telling your truth, and you have that courage to step over that that energy of maybe you can hurt someone, I will tell a white lie. No, if you can't be truthful to yourself, you can't be truthful to anyone. So you have to have the courage to tell that truth. And that's only then you know who you are. You know who you are, and you have that self-respect. And it is your responsibility to be honest to people around you. Otherwise, we're just lying to the whole world. And that's not where we're here for. Okay? We're here to change that world. We're here to change that paradigm. And it's a little thing. We already start lying because it's programmed that way when we just think about Santa Claus, you know. We're teaching our children to lie. We're teaching our children to being deceived by something that doesn't exist. You know, it's better to give your children presents than you say, okay, Santa Claus brought it. You know, there are these little things, and there are more of that. You know, there are more of that. So, what is his higher self saying towards him? His higher self is saying, don't let your pride get in the way and take your leadership. Don't let your pride get in the way. Take your leadership and move forward. You are a leader. You know, maybe it's just if you heard the truth, you know, maybe your pride is hurt a little. You know, your ego is hurt a little. And that's all it is. So that's what his higher self saying. Take your leadership, take your responsibility and your accountability for how this relationship went, you know, and let it go, you know. It's just sometimes when we speak our truth, somebody's ego gets hurt. Well, you know, then it's just the ego that is hurt. And if you want to release your ego and getting rid of our ego time and time again, you know, releasing that, then there is no. It's just your pride that's hurt, you know. Okay, so what is he going to do about that? So what is the uncomfortability of the divine masculine? What is the uncomfortability of the divine masculine? Magic. Wow. Coincidence, synchronicities, events. And maybe it's afraid of, you know, the uncomfortability of the magic that's going on. The uncomfortability of the fear of magic, or the uncomfortability of the darkness, or the coincidence and the synchronicity of events. You know, it could be that all the events and the synchronicities you're experiencing at this moment, you know, is uncomfortable for him, because it could be that, you know, he's thinking about, okay, they're doing some things on me. Okay, I feel this energy coming in. I feel that energy coming in. And what are we going to do with that? You know, what are we how can I change that? And that makes him probably feel uncomfortable, you know, a different kind of energy, a different kind of magic. And that could make him uncomfortable. But he knows that it could be also a coincidence. You have to see for yourself where your thoughts are. Sometimes you feel that something is happening with you, you know, and the synchronicities will show you. But I don't feel it's a coincidence, you know. It must come into your life to change things, you know. So if you are afraid of the magic in your life, you know, then you have no life, because magic is when you surrender to the things that aren't controlled by you. And then the synchronicity comes in. If we want to control everything in our lives, then you're getting the magic out. You know, you're getting the magic out of your life. And it's so beautiful when you're going with the energy of unexpectance. Don't expect anything. And then the miracles starts to come into your life. Okay? So, and it's no coincidence. It's a synchronicity of events. So, and sometimes you just feel it. Sometimes you feel when you have a connection with someone, you feel them coming in, you know, and later on you have the messages. That's the magic of life. And when you're going into town and you don't expect anything, you know, and then all the synchronicities are coming there, you know, and all the messages are coming in, and you meet the right people at the right place, and when you think about the people and you meet them, you know, that's the synchronicity. And that could be uncomfortable, because it could be uncomfortable for the masculine, because the masculine is this kind of planning. It's the mind. Wants to control the situations in his life. So let's see what he's going to do about it. When you live with magic in your life, you know, when you live and go with that flow in your life, it's amazing. It's just amazing, because all the beautiful things happen for a reason. Thank you, guys. It's a combination of both, you know. When the opportunity is there, you work you work in co-creation with the divine, you know. I was thinking lately of getting a store, you know, just maybe a little store to do my work there. And then I was looking for a few stores, and it's not coming my way. And I was thinking, why is it not coming my way? And then the goddess told me it's not meant to. You're meant to do different things, because you need time. You need time for yourself. You need time to work on your and you need time to work on your things, okay? And do the work, and on the land, and do the work in the countries, and you need to travel. So that would keep me stuck, right? So I heard that in meditation. So my masculine side wants to do that, but the feminine side says, it's not your work. You have bigger things to do in this world. Okay. So what is he going to do about it? What is he going to do about the uncomfortability? What is he going to do about the uncomfortability? What is he going to do about the uncomfortability? The Earth Fairy. Taking care of physical health, grounding and foundations. He needs a foundation. He needs a grounded foundation. And he can't go with that flow. He can't do that thing as you know, he needs that grounding, he needs a foundation, and that is good for his physical health. If he would go with the flow, he would go all directions, you know. His mind would get distracted. He would be under influence of how do I say it, of magic, of all the energies that comes in, and that really makes him ungrounded, that really makes him, you know, going all directions. So he needs that masculine grounding energy. So it's better for the feminine, you know, to go with the flow and with all the magic, because that's the feminine energy, and he needs that grounding and that foundation. But I also hear, you know, more light. More light. Because darkness, if you sit in the darkness, it's the darkness of the fear of darkness, or working for the darkness. That's also something. So what is his higher, what is he thinking about his divine feminine? What is he thinking? Resurrection. Oh, he's restriction. How is he thinking about his divine feminine? Restriction. That she would restrict him. That she would restrict him in different ways. And he's coming out of a restriction. He's coming out of a restriction from all his life, I hear. You know, it could be that he had a lot of feminine energy around him that restricted him constantly in restriction, constantly in, because he didn't know, you know. If you grow up in a prison, you know, you don't know better, so you're going back to that prison all the time, and that's how he sees the divine feminine. You know, maybe he had a strict mother, you know, that kept him, you know, responsible for everything. And then you, and if that's still going on, he will see the divine feminine as a restrictive energy, you know. What is his higher self saying about the divine feminine? Two cards. She's the mystery, creative action and optimism. She is a mystery for him. He can't figure out women. It's a different energy than the masculine energy, and it's sometimes she is a mystery to him because he can't figure her out. And she has a creative action, so everything what she does in action is creative. You know, she's creative. She has optimism. She is enthusiastic. She is this joyful energy. You know, and that is, she's optimistic about life, about everything. And he thinks that she is maybe not showing herself, only showing this side of herself, and not showing the dark side of the mystery that she's carrying. And wow, okay. And the mystery that she's carrying, you know, is not to give away. That's why it's a mystery. That's why it's magic. That's why it is a power, you know. It's a power we work with. And she doesn't show it. She's not giving it away if there's another energy there what she's feeling that want to intrude that energy, you know. And then she's going into creative action and throw it just all the way over another, yeah, throw it into another pot, right? She's not showing her knowledge. She's not showing her powers. She's not showing her powers. So, and it's not a power. It's an inner energy. It's an energy that works through her. And that's the mystery of it all. Okay. How does he see the divine feminine in the relationship? Movement. Moving forward. No, she has no time. She has no time to spill. She has no time to waste. She's moving all the time. She's moving forward, you know, and it's going in joy. It's going in harmony. It's going in flow, and it's going in freedom. It's going in the independence. She's trusting herself to move on every time, you know, and having this trust that everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. And that's her optimism constantly that is moving through her, you know. She's not waiting for a full bus to pass her by. She will start walking if she knows that the bus is full and she can't enter that bus, you know. Then she's just moving through it. She's just starting walking, you know. Why step into a bus that's too full, right? Just start. I will walk. I will go to the next bus stop, and maybe the bus that enters there is empty, right? So it's really about, you know, if there are too many people in someone's life, you know, energies, then it's a no-go for her. She just moves on and move with the flow. Okay, let's see what combines them both. And yeah, what combines the divine masculine and the divine feminine both. Now what's that song? Bus stop? Bus stop? And I hear car wash. Oh, wow. Maybe it's a bus stop from car wash. I don't know, but I hear bus stop and car wash. What are combining them both? Beauty. They're both beautiful people inside and out, you know. They have a beautiful heart. They're like the butterfly. They need their freedom. They need their independence. And they need the possibility to go wherever they want to go. You know, that's what combines them both. That's what in their soul essence, you know. They're beautiful in their soul. They're beautiful in their essence. And it could be that there is, you know, the need for freedom, the need to let go of old stuff and not looking back to the past, but really looking forwards, you know. And that's really beautiful, because the butterfly when he's in transition, when he's in popping stage, right? Then and he's transforming from a caterpillar to a butterfly. The butterfly is not asking, or the caterpillar is not asking himself, what should I do with those wings? You know, I transformed. I'm a butterfly now. And how do I use these wings? No. He's just going off and fly. There is no, the only ones who think are the people. We are thinking. And it's just going natural. He flies away. After the transformation, flies away and move on. And that's the beauty of them both. You know, they don't wait. They don't, and that's their, in their heart. In their heart, there is, and in their soul, there's this butterfly energy. The butterfly of transformation, the butterfly of moving forward, you know, in beauty and in grace. And that's the most beautiful thing they can give to each other. Okay? So, one last card for the universe. 2 cards from the universe. The wisdom of the masculine needs healing. And there is action speaks louder than words. Okay? Action speaks louder than words. If somebody says something and they're not following up on it, it shows their lack of loyalty to the cause. Okay? And then there is there's a need for healing on this. There's a need for healing on this, on the masculine side. And they have the dog. They know they're loyal, they're sincere, and there's unconditional love. They don't question the love. There is just love. Okay? But there needs to be healing on the knowledge. There needs to be healing on a transformation. And that's why they all both had the butterfly. They're both going to transformations. So, you know, they're learning from the past mistakes. They're learning of that energy. But, yeah, but the masculine, the universe says to the masculine, you need to be loyal, sincere, and you need to have that unconditional love. And your knowledge needs healing. The way you think, the way you are, needs healing. As we're going into an era of, we're going and we're living in the 5th dimensional realm, in the golden age, and that made the time, you know, that's the time for healing and healing the 3rd dimensional realm. It's about going to the higher realms and going beyond duality, going, you know, going beyond good and bad, going on beyond dark and light, going beyond that state. And it's in that state, it's neutrality. And when we're going in a state of neutrality, that you don't give any meaning to anything, you know, then your ego won't interfere. You know, you can say, okay, you know, I really respect your vision. I really respect the things, how you say it, and give it no meaning. You know, don't. So if you give it no meaning, there will be no judgment. You know, and when we don't judge, then when we don't judge the feminine, when we don't judge the masculine, then when we don't judge anything in this world as and label it as good or bad or dark or white or um, um, yellow or green, you know, if we don't give it any judgment, because, you know, who says that apples needs to be red, right? You know, we have green apples, we have white, yellow apples, we have all kinds of apples. But if one sees only the red one and doesn't see the yellow and the green one, you know, then, you know, you're going to clash. That's it. Because you see, you perceive what you see and where you focus on. So that's what we are that needs healing for the masculine. So you know, there are so many different things how we see things, and sometimes the divine feminine sees things different than the divine masculine because they're both totally different energies. But if you don't give it any meaning, you know, and just be in this neutral state, you know, then there won't be an argument. No, it's safe. You come into a safety zone for yourself. Okay, so this is for the divine masculine for this week. We have the 15th of this month, we have a total lunar eclipse. So we all will feel that. We will feel that energy, you know, going there, and all these emotions will be transformed. It's again a whole transformational month for everyone. So I hope you all will have an incredible week. I have spots left for private readings next week. So if you want to have a private reading, if you want to have guidance on transforming yourself and transforming yourself to a higher frequency and a new paradigm, just let me know. And no, there is a twin flame healing retreat in Avalon the 9th, 10th and 11th of July. So it's a twin flame retreat. It's to balancing and heal here in Avalon your masculine and your feminine energy, and so they can come together in a higher frequency in the fifth dimensional realm, and be able to stay there and be able to live there. Okay, so and treat each other also on that fifth dimensional level. So we're getting out that old paradigm, out of that old shift, with new behaviors and new codes, new integrations. So let me know if you're interested, and send me an email if you're interested. In the description box below there is my email. So let me know, or send me a personal message. That's even faster, and that will be amazing. Okay, and see you later. See you next week. Bye bye.